As I've got older myself, I've realised the effect of social isolation and loneliness. And I think with COVID, clearly this is going to be, it was a big problem anyway, but it's a bigger problem going forward. And to me, the shed movement, which is a low-cost facility run by the shed themselves, is the best way to help people at risk of loneliness and isolation I'm aware of.
GP practices in the Taff-Ely cluster recognise that some people could improve their health and well-being through being involved in sort of some activities out in their community. They cheered about something called Men's Shed, and they like the idea of that because the principle with Men's Shed is that they can create more of a sustainable community group and keep those activities going. So rather than being told, oh, come along and join this, and they may not want to do that, they could do this in a way that they wanted for themselves.
The main purpose of a Men's Shed is for people, men largely, over the age of 50, to meet other men. They also have a chance to learn new skills, have fun, and just enjoy themselves, really.
I worked all my life since I was 15, so I think when you retire, you're always looking for that activity. You don't want to sit around the house all the time and watch telly. You want to get up and do something. And I think the Men's Shed gives you that option to go along. You're meeting up with people my age or similar age or whatever, and plan activities, and yeah, that's what it's all about, really.
Some of the feedback we've had to date has been fantastic, you know, when people saying how they've met new friends, how they were improving their physical and their mental well-being, and the impact on them not feeling so lonely and isolated.
The Dewi Sant shed started in 2019, and we were aiming to set up a gardening project within the grounds of the Dewi Sant Hospital. Immediately the pandemic hit us. All the sheds, including the Dewi Sant Men's Shed, was forced to close.
Suddenly we were all, what's happening? What's going on? What can we do? You know, how do we keep contact?
So we came up with the idea of the Shed Online. The Shed Online is a digital response to supporting shedders in our network, including the Dewi Sant Men's Shed, but we have got 7 other community groups as well. And on that Shed Online, we put online activities, so there's garden activities, there's poetry activities, there's art, there's music, lots of different activities on there. And in the last month or so, we've taken to running Zoom meetings. So we now run weekly Zoom meetings of the volunteers, of which we now got 7 digital volunteers. Dewi Sant Men's Shed meet once a week, poetry group meets once a week, and we've set up a video making production unit called Silver Productions, and again that meets once a week.
You have to have that regular contact, the closeness, the contact, the cup of coffee, the talk, that really, it's got to be some help towards any people who are living alone, feel lonely or whatever. And, you know, they do it every week, and it's as simple as that, and it's important, it keeps going.
The bottom line of all of this is that there's a regular contact every week with people you know, which I think helps mental health and well-being, and make sure that we're still together to start the shed again once the pandemic allows.